There is a saying that goes, you don't really know a guy until you see them with power, influence, and money. Now, the last interview Ronaldo did with Pierce, um, it was a hilarious show. But Ronnie said one thing that is very true, that this was going to be his most honest interview. And it was, but not in the way you think. So that interview told me that one very big thing that we see about Ronnie that is not true. We've seen teammates and ex-teammates talking about Ronaldo's discipline, and we can see it. Ronaldo and Leo are the only two players that I know that have done it for 21, 22 years and they keep going. Discipline, work ethic, untouchable. That is the highest of the high. That is outer space discipline. But there is one thing that it is not true. Rooney's mentality is really strong. True. When you boo him, he scores. When you don't boo him, he scores. That is um, confidence in yourself, not arrogance. Now, the highest of the high I see in mentality wise is when you are at the very top, you're untouchable, but you do not care. Leo does not care. Leo's got it all. There is not a single manager, player, anyone that has connection to football and to sport that can tell him anything. And yet, he's just like, I don't want to talk. I don't like cameras. He's never dissed anyone. That is the highest of the high to me. Like I said, for me, a normal person, I guess, I see that Ronnie and Leo discipline. But at that level, Ronnie can't touch Leo. Ronaldo's biggest weakness, he's extremely hurt. And even if he wins the World Cup, this gap is going to get even bigger. He's gonna widen the gap. He's not gonna stop talking. You see what I'm saying? You can be a brilliant teacher, have the discipline, a professor, and higher. Maybe you can be this good at teaching, but example, you can't write a book, or you can't really accept that no matter how good you are, you're at the top in the world, but you can't accept that there is always going to be someone better than you. That is Ronaldo's biggest weakness. And when they say this thing by Patrice Evra, Messi would have had, I don't know how many Ballon d'Ors he said, if he only had Ronaldo's work ethic and discipline. Bro, I might not be as wealthy or as influential. I don't want to be as you, Patrice, but you're very wrong. Because if you want to get to the highest of the high, Ronaldo is not there. Ronnie has huge mental weakness. And there is one other thing that is kind of connected: attention. The bigger he gets, I mean, I don't know how much bigger you can get because everyone, even newborn, know Ronaldo's name. But the bigger you become, the harder it gets for you. And we can see that. Ronnie is now. I don't like Ronnie, and my favorite player ever is Leo. But I'm objective, and I don't care if shade is thrown at me. I don't, because I'm objective here. Because we see Leo. Leo does not care. He's got it all. He can talk all day. He can just run his mouth. He can retire today, and in an hour, he can be uh, a media influencer, just non-stop yapping, and we can't say anything about it because he's got it all. There is very few, if any, that's got it all, like all trophies, personal trophies, and there's just nobody, no manager. The biggest managers say that this guy just he knows it all and he does not care. No, not at all. So, final take as a conclusion, I'm not gonna say don't look up to Ronnie. Of course, you can look up to Ronnie. Just know that there is a weakness, and there is this guy that doesn't have that weakness. I don't know if there is a weakness, and if I see a weakness in Leo, look, I'd like to share it. I don't throw shade. I just comment. I've never been a professional player, and I'll never be. I can play football, but just I'm 25. You know how that works. It is what it is. There is this mental weakness.